Welcome to ZG Bloodvine farming instructional video. Here we are with a rogue. Easiest way to do this is to spec into stealth abilities that allow you to stealth quicker, stealth faster if you truly want to use this particularly for farming. Here we've been quite fortunate. I've got two of the herbs right at the instance entrance, and if you want to do this sort of thing, you can't be bothered going through the whole instance. You can just loot these ones, run out, reset, try it again. See if you can get both these to spawn up again. Save you running through most of the instance trying to get herbs. There's a little quicker way of doing it, but less chance of getting a whole heap of bloodvines. Here you can see this pad I've marked with an X. They pad up and down the pathway and veer off it. This little statue here that I stand behind, you can loot the herb from behind it and edge yourself forward onto it until you can reach it. As you can see, it line of sights everything, and that's the idea here. So loot the herb, go back into stealth, and we'll move back onto this other one here. And all we're going to do here with this one is just use a bit of line of sight, and that will keep us nice and hidden when we're out of stealth. Loot the herb, see if you get a bloodvine. Alright, now this next part is at the Panther Boss Zul'gurub. So we just go right up the middle, right up to the top level. As you can see, there's herbs all around here, we can get all of those. We also get ones further up the top. So you just throw something at these guys from that middle platform, jump out onto the stairs, run back up the top. Now that should pull everything down there. Now just be careful of these shadow hunters. I like to line of sight them behind these pillars. They do tend to shoot you. Now keep an eye out for this pat. This pat goes all the way around the Zul'gurub, does a full lap, and then exits again, turns around and comes back, does it all over again. So it's all about timing. As you can see, they've lost aggro while I've outtimed their aggro on the middle platform. And then just go back into stealth after looting, and you can go and do the next one. Now this particular one is a little bit different. You can pull them up the top the way I just done the last lot to get that herb. However, it's a very tight squeeze. So this is what I like to do, just to make sure I have plenty of time to loot the herb without them getting on top of me and killing me. So hit that pack, hit this pack, run up the top, and just let them all come chasing. You don't need to really bunch them up, just keep running and jump down, and we get over the edge here and pick up, get up the top here, run along the edge because those shadow hunters can still hit you from up here. And running along the edge helps to prevent that. We just wait here until they bunch up, get a little bit. This gives us a bit more time. And we stand on this wall until we lose aggro. And as you can see, that pat is coming back again. So they do get in the way a bit here, but I managed to get around them without too much hassle. And then we get to loot our herb, go back into stealth, and go and get our next bit. It's nice and easy, rinse and repeat. Okay, this next bit here is on the north face of the Zul'gurub. You can get two herbs spawn here, usually good ones at the same time. Just keep an eye out for that patrol again. So it's recommended that you have some form of sprint ability here, because if you don't, you will drop aggro before you get them chasing you all the way at the end. Okay, so we're on this middle platform again. All we're going to do is wait for that patrol to come up a little bit further. They can be part of this pack, that's not a big deal, as long as they're not behind them. We want them to move with them or be in front. So target your guy, throw something and sprint straight away. Now you need to be very on point with this, because if you miss it you will not get them aggroing to you. So you jump to the middle part of this stairway and you just wait, because you need to stay in combat with them. If you move up the top you will lose combat. So we've got them coming, same deal as we do with all the others, bunch them up at the end there, and then just run back. Now you can run all the way here, you don't need to worry about waiting for you out of combat, because by the time you reach the end, you're out of combat. It's a perfect time to run. Now you can also obviously use these runs to get all your hoodoo piles as well, want to get your blood scythes so you can actually get bloodvines out of the herbs. And there is enough time to do both loots in that section there if you have 2 herbs or the hoodoo pile. Now moving on, same deal as we've done previously. We'll get this herb on the side here. That's just a matter of hitting the guys from the middle platform. Shadow hunters again, so make sure we line of sight. Jump to the stairway up the top, and it doesn't matter if you miss that jump on the stairway, you can just run along the edge of the stairway and then keep running up the top. You have plenty of time to do that. Now with this particular herb here, sometimes it can be a bit tight on time, especially with shadow hunters, so I like to get to the slight side of it here, just so I'm a little bit further away from when they run back. Gives me just that little bit extra time to loot and get into stealth again. Those shadow hunters can be a pain, shooting you from a distance. Now here we're pretty lucky, I've got some thorium here as well, and the hoodoo pile there as well, we can get those. Now here, the trick is just to line of sight the mob that's in the little hut there, the Hakari priest. So just use that pillar at the edge of the hut to line of sight him, inch closer until it's in lootable range. See, line of sighted, start looting, nice and easy. Now where that panther is at the moment as well, there tends to be a golden Samson spawn there, so you can use this technique that I'll show you in just a moment to get that, as well as getting the hoodoo pile. Now it's pretty lucky here I got an arcane crystal. It's always good, that's what we want out of those. Alright, now back up this ridgeway. I actually made a mistake and went the wrong side, it's meant to be the left side. Go up the left side and all the way along the wall here. Now if you go too far down the wall when you aggro these, they will just drop aggro, so you need to be a little bit closer. Just around here near this bamboo tree. And again, he's an axe thrower, so line of sight him once you hit him, so he doesn't come sit there and throw axes at you. Now the bonus with the axe thrower is he generally chucks himself into a spin, which gives you a lot of extra time for him to not be throwing axes at you, which is very helpful. Now here, jump down. Now I mistimed that and got hit as I went down. Plenty of time to loot these. You'd have to vanish first to get yourself out of combat. I had no interest in looting those, I got plenty of the stuff out of them. And once you do that, chances are you're going to die, but that's the price you pay for getting your blood scythe. Okay, next in line we have the Tiger Boss entrance. So the big guy there patrolling, we need to make sure he's going away from that entrance. We got some herbs in amongst the tigers here. We've got this little guy that runs in as well. You can get up to 3 herbs spawn in this location, all in the back wall there. I just like to try and keep them bunched up, and I'll hit my speed button before I hit the hoodoo pile and just run near them to get them all aggroed to me. Can go a bit pear-shaped, you can get dazed. In that case, yeah, try and use your evasion or what have you to avoid dying, but it can take a little while to get the hang of it. You just jump up here, and here's our little evade zone. And wait till they lose aggro, and then we'll just jump down and loot our herb. So as I said, you can have 3 herbs here. I've got Mountain Silver Sage, Golden Sandsam, and further along is Dreamfoil. But we're a little bit unlucky on this run. I loot your herb, back into stealth again. Yeah, we can also use this method to get our hoodoo pile as well. Yeah, good chance you'll get mind controlled after looting it, and then sit amongst the pack of tigers and die. Now, bats. Bats are the thing you have to watch out for, as it's random spawn in these places, and bats see through stealth, so we don't want to be anywhere near bats. This is another little spot that I've found. This will help you get some of the herbs that spawn up around where the Tiger Boss is. So it can be a little bit tricky with these bulls, as your positioning plays an important role whether or not they stay aggroed to you or not. As you can see, I've just hit him. He's not chasing me up here. They have no interest until I move along the side here. Now where I'm standing now, I can hit them. They will chase me, but they will drop aggro after they run towards the end there, as you can see. So you need to position yourself down off the ledge. And we'll do this again. Down off the ledge here, and they all continue running. They will come all the way up here. That will help you get some of the herbs that spawn along those cages. And again, you can sit here until you lose aggro in this evade zone, loot your hoodoo pile, loot your herbs, what have you. And don't forget to vanish. That makes that nice and easy. The next spot is Bloodlord Manticore. You got herbs, hoodoo piles, you can also have thorium. You just stealth past the speaker. As you can see, out of stealth, he does nothing until he's actually engaged with that speaker, and the speaker dies. He will just sit there doing absolutely nothing. So here we just pull these raptors. Now you want to pull them to the opposite side of the ziggurat. That way they give you a little bit more time to loot your herbs and your hoodoo piles, etc. So this jump is a little bit tricky. You just need to jump in the air and then tap back pedal. And again, this is the evade zone, so you just wait here until the aggro is lost. And jump down and loot your herb. Now here this timing was a bit close, so you can use your speed boost or something like that. Don't worry about dying. Dying's all part of it. Just release, run back. I tend to run out and reset the instance anyway. So here this is the Edge of Madness area where all the little imps are. Just be wary of this patrol. You do get 2 sets of herbs that can spawn up here. One is the sungrass, which I've been lucky enough to get, and the other one's dreamfoil. So I like to just distract them, just to slow them down a little bit, keep them out of play, as they can ruin this whole setup. So the pad to my right, I'll just wait till they're at a range bit, and the patrol in front of me. Go around the other side slightly before I start, just in case. Try and stay as far back on that herb as I can, and just re-enter stealth once I've got it. Now the dreamfoil pops up just on the other side, over here, just around this area here. So you can do the same thing, loot that over there, back into stealth. Okay, on top of the ziggurat, where this ghost guy is. Now we tend to get a golden sandsam. It spawns just down here somewhere. Now this is another simple one. Again, out of stealth. Throw something, shoot them, what have you. The blue cobras, they do their spit, so they don't tend to punch up as well. It can be a bit touch and go with them. However, when they come running back, they may do the same. They'll sit there and charge up a spit at you, which still gives you a bit more time to loot your herbs. The herb spawns about right there in front of you. As soon as the aggro is lost, just drop down. So again, that jump down is a bit tricky. It's another jump in the air and then back pedal. Otherwise you might fall all the way down. As you can see, they've reset after standing in the evade zone. Pretty simple. Alright, this next one is just for the rogues. Spawn the herb about there, I think it's Purple Lotus, right outside the Serpent Boss. All we do is we sap one and we blind the other, loot our herb. Righto, thanks for watching guys. Hope we've all learned something today. And best of luck farming those Bloodvines.